Hi there, this is Shawn Hansen, and today is Make It Monday. In this training, I'm going to show you how to create a fun, simple calendar using a fun little table trick. I've got an 8.5 by 11 slide here that is blank, and the first thing I want to do is insert a table. And this is going to end up being a calendar, so I want it to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and 2, 4, 6, 7 columns. I'm not going to worry about the color right now, and I just want to center this with enough space to create a nice text on top with the calendar information. I want to make this table so my squares inside are basically square. Then I can go in and I can fine-tune things. And since I know that this is as wide as I want my columns to go, I'm going to look at the column width, which is 1.07, and I'll go ahead and match that with the row width, which will make the rows a little bit larger and give me squares. I'll take this down just a little bit. So let me add a text box here, and I'm going to make this a December calendar. And I'll just center that, and I'm going to use a different font. I'm going to use this Dangle font, which is a commercial use font that I got at Creative Fabrica. Bump this up to about 28. No, we'll go to, let's try 48. I'm not going to worry about the color right now. Then I'm just going to copy this and paste it and put it down here, and this is just going to say notes. I want this to be a good deal smaller. So let's go back to this 28. Let's go even a little bit smaller. Let's go 20. Okay, that's a good start. Now I want to go ahead and make sure that I'm doing some housekeeping here, so I want this to be December calendar table and notes, and then just put things in order. And now I want to go ahead and I want to color this table. So I'm going to go into design, and what I actually want is a color combination that I like that has white and then the color. And then the next thing I want to do is I actually want to copy and paste this very same table, and I'm going to choose another color, and then I want to pull it up like so. Now I want to change my pen color to white, and I'm going to put in all borders, and then I want to make sure that in this row up here I've got no border. Now I want to zoom in here, and I just want to make sure that I've got my calendar tables marked. This is calendar table 2 because the color starts in the second row. If I turn on this calendar, you'll see it starts in the first row. So I'm going to call this calendar table number 1. This is going to be calendar table number 2. And I'm going to turn off number 2, and I want to do the same thing on number 1. I want to go ahead, come back here, make sure that all of my borders are white, and then we'll zoom out a bit, make sure this top row has no borders, and turn this back on. Then I'm going to zoom in again and just make sure that these are aligning exactly where I want them to. Let's go back to number 2. It doesn't look like I got my white borders. And I just want to take them out. Okay, so I don't need them out up here. Turn this back on. And now if I click away, I've got a really nice checkerboard pattern here. What's really cool about this is it picks up the design based on the color scheme that you choose. So if I now go to blue warm, you'll see I get new colors. So let me undo that, and let me also come in here, and I'll go ahead and I'm going to put December on top of the calendar so that I can select it easily. And I'm going to choose, I think I'll go with this blue. And I'll do the same thing here with notes. Grab that blue. And now if I go back to design, let's go to this warm blue, and you'll see everything changes accordingly. Red, orange. And I'm going to put in a custom color set that I created. Now that I've got that, I'm going to go ahead and select this top row, and I want to grab my dangle font again. I want to put this stuff in the middle and the middle. I want to go fairly large here, and this is going to be S for Sunday. Like so. And I'll go ahead and grab my font color. And December 1st falls on a Wednesday, so I'm going to grab all of these right here. And I want to make sure that these are at the top and aligned to the right. And I'll just start. And let me put my font in right away so that I don't have to change it. There's my dangle font, and I'm going to go with 11 to see how that size looks. That looks pretty good. And I've come to the end of this table, so now I need to come down to this table below and do the same thing. I want to align this to the right, make sure this is at the top, grab my dangle font, make it 11. And round things out like that, and click away. Now that I've got all the numbers laid in, I'll go back to my design area, and you can watch as I go through, and let's change this to the warm blue. And we'll go red, violet. And I'm going to zoom in here so that you can see not just the boxes, but the letters and numbers as well. Come down to this theme at the bottom here. It's Office 2007. Here's Aspect. So as you can see, the colors on the table and the lettering are changing, which makes this a really neat way to design. It's super flexible, and it's very easy to do. And that does it for our Make It Monday. This is Shawn Hansen. I hope this inspires you to do something similar. Happy creating, and I will be back with you next week.